What is perfectly legal but creepy as hell? Money doublers in RuneScape. Standing too close to total strangers. Amway, somehow. Necrophilia is legal in some states, including in states where sodomy is illegal. I've always wondered if it's legal to sodomize a corpse. Government surveillance. Drake's relationship with Millie Bobby Brown. Sticking your face in the urinal and taking a big whiff in a public bathroom whenever someone walks in. Just today I was walking in the hills with some friends and a camera drone, and one friend demonstrated the tracking function of his drone by instructing it to hover behind and keep pace with my other friend and his dog, so that filming people in public for no reason. I totally understand freedom of the press and no expectation of privacy in public, but it's still weird. Paying Girl Scouts to dance for you. Taking pictures of strangers without asking permission. Investigating strangers' social media. You know how every now and then there's a comment on here that gains some traction that's basically I deleted my last account because a stalker found out it was me, followed by a few adventurous souls that always go, oh, can anyone do that to me? Someone try to find out who I am. Well, people can. I've done that once or twice, just to see if I could. I've found at least one person's real life name, address, phone number, and family members. And guess what? Not illegal, given you're not threatening them or anything. Edit. Christ guys, when I said I've done IT I was saying how easy IT was, so don't ask people to do that. But here we are folks. Staring at strangers intently for an extended period of time. Beauty pageants, especially for little girls, especially if there is a swimsuit competition. Dathuk. Following cars too closely while driving a Crown Vic. Edit. Since I'm catching a bit of heat for the legality of following too closely, I can only speak for VA, but this is the code section for VA. 46.2816. Following too closely. The driver of a motor vehicle shall not follow another vehicle, trailer, or semi-trailer more closely than is reasonable and prudent, having due regard to the speed of both vehicles and the traffic on, and conditions of, the highway at the time. It's written vaguely on purpose. Closely than is reasonable is determined by the discretion of the officer. It's almost complete officer discretion to determine whether you broke the law by following too closely or not. That a rapist has parental rights and can sue their victim for child custody. Breeding certain kinds of animals such as pugs or balloon mollies. Tasting someone's sweat to see if they are lying. Being able to marry your first cousin in Alabama. Robocalling the shit out of you with spoofed phone numbers every few minutes. Exploiting someone's helplessness to get monetary benefits is not illegal but immoral. It can be seen in private hospitals, with lawyers, coaching institutes, hefty fare by cab companies during night hours. Telling people you're on birth control so you can intentionally get pregnant, and then demanding child support for 18 years. In Iowa it is perfectly legal to masturbate in public as long as you are not exposed. I was told this by a police officer when I tried to file a sexual assault. Purity balls. Fathers using emotional manipulation to control their daughter's sexuality is creepy as all hell. There is a guy in our neighborhood that walks his pit bull back and forth in front of the local elementary school with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire Mick Foley style. He doesn't talk to anyone and he only does it Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Edit. I don't go near him but for one time. My daughter is 14 months old and we were walking up to the playground and she threw her cubby out of the stroller. It rolled over by him. I walked over, picked it up and he looks at me, then looks at her and says, "Cute kid." There are a lot of cute kids these days. I was like, thanks. Edit 2. We live in a small town in Pennsylvania. The police know of the situation and when new people move into the area they get calls about it. Edit 3. I'm in between Reading and Philly. The guy has done me nor anyone I know any harm, and while I think it's creepy I wish no ill will towards him. I won't be going any more specific than this, just mainly because it's the internet and some people might out crazy this guy. Other than that I know zilch about the guy. Sitting in your car and pointing a hairdryer at passing traffic. Using clues from a conversation with a stranger. Bring up their house on Google Maps. Licking the air around a stranger's head. Lobbying. Having sex with someone you held as a baby after they're 18. Edit. Literally hundreds of comments and testimonies of exactly this later. You'll need Jesus. Yoga spectating. Purchasing rope, condoms and nighttime sleep aids at the same time. When you are 35 and is friend with a 17 years old girl and just waiting when she will turn 18. Getting DMs from someone you've never met telling you all the things they like about you. Edit. Shout out to all the people that are making my day by telling me they love me. Edit 2. Also, a big shout out to the people who are making this a meme and are making me laugh out loud in the middle of class. A surprising amount of these comments would fit well in Cards Against Humanity. In Canada, cannons. Not just them 4-pounders, I could get a howitzer if I wanted. Just can't fire explosives. Upskirting. In the UK it is legal to take a photo up a woman's skirt without her knowing. I mean, we live in 2018 and this still hasn't been outlawed. Paparazzi 100%. It is considered creepy for me to be taking pictures of my neighbors, but apparently it's fine if it's a celebrity. Always baffled me. Push notifications. Someone I know has a cousin that has 3 babies with 3 different dads. She married one of her baby daddy's fathers, so the baby daddy and his own kid are technically stepbrothers. Masturbating to these comments. I saw a news story about a girl who covered herself in dead horse blood and guts while nude and took pictures of it. All charges were dropped as it was determined she was over 18 and just found a dead horse rather than killing it. Covering your naked body in peanut butter and dry humping a couch for viewers online. Watching people while slowly and seductively lick a popsicle. Memorizing the age of consent in every state or country. Parents allowing consent for marriage before a child is 18. I'm 22 and nowhere near ready to get married. Sounds like a big mess. Creeping through someone's Reddit posting history. Sorry guys, but it's creepy no matter how much you scream through your tears. Child marriage. Good horror movies. A male rape victim has to pay child support for a baby made through their rape and can go to jail for not paying it, effectively making being raped a crime. Creepy old dude would rub one out in front of the bay window of his house when kids were waiting for the school bus on the corner. Apparently he knew it wasn't illegal. The police couldn't cite him as he was in his house and people looking in the windows would have been the culprit. They were sympathetic but couldn't do anything. He had unsuccessfully petitioned the bus company to pick up and drop off kids anywhere but on his lawn. This was his way of trying to convince the bus company it would be better to move. They did. He won the battle. However, one of the parents beat the living crap out of him one afternoon as he took his garbage cans back up to his house. Strangely enough, there were no witnesses. Smelling strangers. In an obvious way. Sniffing. With eye contact. Followed by a smile. But from a couple feet away. Recording every minute of your kid's life. Cannibalism. Fact, cannibalism isn't illegal, just the murder part is. Looking at other people at the beach or pool through binoculars. I once watched this SVU episode where this couple used their mentally disabled daughter as a surrogate because they didn't want their bloodline to end that way. Just yesterday, a male customer in my pizzeria took a picture of a female customer's butt. Another customer saw and informed her. She was very upset and called the police. We tried to help her, but unfortunately there is nothing illegal about what he did. I worked at a restaurant that had an older fellow, 65-70, marrying a 16 years old with her parents' permission. The ceremony was just the weird old guy, the creepy parents, the even creepier minister and the sad looking young woman. Everyone besides the poor girl, at least till she finds a healthier relationship, in that ceremony can go get fucked. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.